Basic movements are the priority. Don't neglect them. Continue progressing your vertical and horizontal pushing exercises for the upper body. Leg days should include a squat, lunge, and hinge for comprehensive gains. Multi-joint exercise is the most efficient and effective form of resistance training. The majority of your strength and muscle gains are from compounds. Never forget it. Prioritize what you want. The times I've made the worst progress is when juggling too many goals at once. Improving calisthenics and weights while getting leaner and strength stretching at the same time doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried. Excessive fatigue and a lack of progress are indicators that priorities need to be set. We can get better at anything, but not everything at once. Pick your priorities. Program hopping is my pet peeve. Always doing different workouts is woeful. We're giving the illusion of gains through soreness or beginner gains on a new exercise. Whenever I lack discipline to follow one program, I don't change. Stick to your routine and progressively overload. The results will show. Sleep is the solution. A common mistake is majoring in the minors. People sweat the small stuff, stressing about the details of exercise and missing the big picture. Sleeping 5 hours a night while arguing about the latest science is redundant. Sleep like a baby so you can train like a savage. The gains will be night and day. Warm-ups are overrated. People waste too much time doing mobility drills, stretching, or activation exercises. All you need is a general warm-up to increase blood flow, followed by a specific warm-up of heavier sets on the exercises in your training. Do the minimum needed in a warm-up to feel physically and mentally ready. You'll have more energy directed towards what matters most, progressing your program. Sustainability is the answer. In the past, I've worried too much about following the optimal workout. I'd feel terrible when I couldn't stick to something which didn't match my lifestyle. These days, I commit to a workout program I know I can follow when life is busy and stressful. Select a sustainable frequency which can be followed in the best and the worst of times. Unilateral exercises are underrated. I never took them seriously because they were difficult and humbling. Once I realized the stimulus was higher and fatigue lower, I saw the value in unilateral. After swallowing my pride, I started training smarter. My left to right symmetry in size and strength has never been better. There's so much information online, it's easy to get overwhelmed. I'm someone who overthinks, weighing up the pros and cons to a fault. This paradox of choice makes me anxious, indecisive, and fearful. Being clear on my goals has been the cure for blocking out the noise and taking action. I've learned to trust my initial judgment and adapt my workouts over time instead of ruminating to the point of paralysis. I've made the mistake of thinking if some is good, then more is better. Training longer, harder, and more frequently is not the answer. I've experienced plateaus, mental burnout, and injury when I've bit off more than I can chew. Be ruthless in prioritizing quality over quantity. There's diminishing returns from doing more. Seek pleasure in performance gains and don't get addicted to the feeling of fatigue. Walking deserves more respect. Forget about the latest gimmick for recovery. Anything acting on the body is an expensive placebo at best. Getting 7,000 to 12,000 steps per day is the easiest, free way to improve health. Get yourself a fitness tracker. Get your steps in daily and enjoy enhanced recovery. Progress is never linear. It took me years to internalize this concept, but once I did, the angst I experienced reduced. Progress will go up and go down. Peaks and troughs are reality. As you get stronger and stronger, it takes longer and longer to adapt. Managing expectations and being realistic is the secret to satisfaction. Be patient and practice self-compassion while respecting the time course trajectory of progress. Set goals so you can grow. You can't hit a target if you don't know what it is. We avoid making goals because the fear of failing is greater than the potential reward of succeeding. We don't want to disappoint ourselves, so we settle for the status quo and the comfort zone. Unless you get clear on what you want from training, don't expect to change. Write down your goals so you can channel your effort and make them a reality. Patience is a virtue. Few people live by these words. Don't expect to accomplish anything significant without patience and time. The fitness industry knows we want fast results, so that's the lie we're sold. Impatience is celebrated and our desire for instant gratification is exploited. Slow and steady is the secret. Results are the reward for staying the course. There are no shortcuts. Ignore the promise of a quick fix. Assume it doesn't exist. Don't get sucked into believing there are secrets to success. Hard work can't be skipped. Follow the consensus of exercise experts and avoid the advice of charlatans. Never stop learning. Constantly read, play podcasts, or watch videos, whichever medium you enjoy most. Pay attention to experts and beginners alike. Everyone has a unique perspective to offer. I maintain my edge by staying curious, always being a student with a growth mindset. Fall in love with the process, not the outcome. I've made the mistake of placing too much importance on results, robbing me of satisfaction along the way. Achieving a goal is short-lived. Feeling empty after reaching the destination is a problem with tunnel vision. Immersing ourselves in the daily process is a smarter way to use our conscious bandwidth. Don't delay satisfaction until the end. Dip yourself in dopamine every step of the way. Listen to your body. It's the best teacher. Don't ignore the signs and symptoms you're getting. Aches and pain are a warning. Don't push when it's time to pivot. You're not a prisoner to your workout program. There's no need to follow it 100% of the time. It's okay to adjust volume or intensity based on how you feel on the day. Auto-regulation is something all advanced athletes do, which keeps them winning long term. It's okay to rest. Be patient between sets. Rest 3 to 5 minutes for best performance. Deload after periods of hard training to recover and supercompensate. Take time off completely once per year. Every sport has an off season, so should your personal practice. Having fun is underrated. The world's most optimal exercise or method is worthless if you hate it. Doing something you enjoy gets better results because you'll try harder and be consistent. Having fun is the best way to maintain adherence long term. I find rotating exercise variations very useful when things begin to feel stale. Training with different equipment is a novel way to keep exercises fresh and fun too. Keep a workout log. What gets measured gets improved. Knowing exactly what you did previously allows you to accurately plan the next workout. Accountability improves when writing down workouts. We put more effort into beating our previous self. It's easier to stay motivated when you see proof of progress over time. Consistency is key. We have to keep showing up and getting the work done regularly. We put too much pressure on ourselves to always perform at the highest level. This all or nothing thinking begins the slippery slope of skipped workouts. Rather, give your best effort with the energy you've got. Embrace consistency above intensity. Day-to-day effort connecting weeks, months, and years of regular exercise serves the building block of your fitness. What's the one most important lesson that you've learned? Share your wisdom in the comments.